Namekian. Namekians, also commonly known as Nameks, are a race from Namek. They exist in both Universe 6 and Universe 7 and were originally from another realm altogether. Namekians are able to make their own set of Dragon Balls. They are humanoid with plant and slug-like characteristics, including green skin and antennae. The name Namek is taken from the word namekuji, which means slug in Japanese. In the original Japanese versions of the King Piccolo and Piccolo Jr. Sagas of Dragon Ball, the Namekians in the series were known as a demon clan and thought of more earthly origin. History. According to Compa, the Namekians of the 7th universe shaved off pieces of the original Super Dragon Balls to create the original Namekian Dragon Balls. Approximately 300 years prior to the beginning of the Dragon Ball series, the earliest Namekians encountered on Earth, King Piccolo and his sons, though not counting Kami, were evil, destructive and caused chaos throughout the Earth until their eventual narrow defeat at the hands of Master Mutato and his pupils, including Master Roshi and Master Shin. It is clear that they were a well-known, spacefaring race at some point in the not-too-distant past, as most of the Scions who came to Earth immediately recognized Piccolo as a Namekian. The Daisensha says that they used to trade with other planets, but stopped after the cataclysm. It is also known that Namekians had a vast knowledge of technology, because the nameless Namekian was spirited away to Earth in a spaceship, with Namekian language voice recognition, prior to the massive climate shift disaster. Also, Lord Slug is an avid space traveler Namekian. In the era of the Dragon Ball series, there were just over 100 Namekians alive on their home planet, as they had been killed off a generation before, by a great tempest. The only known survivors are Grand Elder Guru, and the nameless Namekian, who was sent to safety on Earth. Another survivor, Lord Slug, is introduced in Dragon Ball Z, Lord Slug. In Jocko the Galactic Patrolman, a Namekian is shown to be a member of the Galactic Patrol around the time of the genocide of the Scions, though they are implied to be deceased by the time of the Galactic Patrol prisoner saga, as the sole survivor of Mora's invasion of New Namek. Eska notes that he, Dend, and Piccolo are the last surviving Namekians after he is brought to Earth by Jocko. Up until the arrival of Nappa and Vegeta, Piccolo and his mutated brothers were considered demons, monsters in the Funimation dub, due to the evil nature of King Piccolo and his sons and their fearsome appearances. Kami's status as a Namekian was not generally known, though he would not have been considered a demon. Some point after Kami came to Earth, he lost memory of his homeworld, and thus, Kami forgot where he originated from, but remembered most of his native language. During the 23rd World Martial Arts Tournament, Kami, in the human hero's body, and Piccolo speak a strange alien language to each other, which is later revealed to be the Namekian language. Upon meeting Piccolo, Raditz strangely does not identify him as being from Namek, however Vegeta and Nappa do. King Piccolo spawned a number of mutated sons who were considered Namekians due to retroactive continuity. It is possible that King Piccolo's evil caused his own sons, including cymbal, drum, piano, and tambourine, to be mutated and malformed, so much so that they did not even resemble normal Namekians. In Age 762, during the Namek saga, their homeworld planet Namek was terrorized by Vegeta, Frieza, his henchmen, Dodoria and Zarbon, as well as a host of his other soldiers. The planet was ultimately destroyed by Frieza as a last-ditch effort to kill Goku, in their battle during the Frieza saga. All of the Namekians were temporarily transported to Earth, where they lived for nearly a year before being resettled on New Namek. During the Cell Games saga, the young Namekian named Dend is chosen by Goku to be Kami's replacement as a new guardian of the Earth's Dragon Balls on Earth. Universe 6. According to Compa, the Namekians of Universe 6 found the Super Dragon Balls and broke off pieces to create their own set of Dragon Balls, and suggests that their Universe 7 counterparts did the same when talking about the Super Dragon Balls with Beerus, Whis, Goku, and Vegeta. Thus, it is implied that the Namekians in both universes created Dragon Balls through the use of pieces from the Super Dragon Balls, which are spread throughout the 6th and 7th universes. In Universe 6, a large number of inhabitants of planet Namek fused with Sayanol and Pilina before the Tournament of Power, giving birth to a pair of very powerful Namekians. They were erased when Team Universe 6 lost in the Tournament of Power. They were later revived when the erased universes were restored. Overview. Reproduction and life cycle. Namekians, due to lacking genders, breed by birthing eggs, from which young Namekians then hatch. Namekians have very efficient growth, unlike humans. They grow from hatchlings into teenagers in just 3 years and reach adulthood a fairly short amount of time afterwards. At this point, their aging slows to a crawl, enabling them to live up to around 500 years before dying of old age. Even as hatchlings, they are fully aware of their surroundings and do not require parents to nurture them as humans do. Societal structure. Namekian society is built around village centers. Each village is scattered across the surface of their planet, fairly far from each other. The villages in turn are led by their elders, seemingly the eldest Namekian in the village at the time, and these elders in question hold one of the 7 Namekian Dragon Balls. At the head of the Namekian society as a whole was the oldest elder, who would later pass his position on to Mori. Individuals appear to be split up into castes of the warrior clan, the dragon clan, and those who till the land, though Nail was claimed to be the last true Namekian warrior. The dragon clan are Namekians who create dragon balls, and can have their lives tied to an existing set when the previous creator passes on. Warrior Namekians are, as the name implies, powerful Namekians with combat strength above the average. And the Namekians who till the land are those who grow the trees that are vital to Namekians to provide a stable ecosystem for their survival. Diet. Namekians are creatures who do not require solid food to survive, though the keyword should be taken as require, and due to their biology, can survive fine just by drinking water. In spite of this, Namekians can eat solid food without problems, as Piccolo has been seen eating food. The reason they can survive on nothing but water is due to an enzyme in their bodies that converts water into the nutrients they need. Personality. Namekians are known to be traditionally peaceful individuals, who rarely hearken towards violence unless provoked. They are seemingly content with their lives, which were devoid of conflict, before Frieza arrived. The tyrant noted that he had never seen a race quite so stubborn before, as the Namekians displayed a great willingness to die for their planet and their people. Appearance. Namekians are green-skinned humanoids, whose distinctive features include their forehead antennae, sharp canines, pointed ears, and long nails, as well as pink patches across their skin. They all possess stern eyes, but their facial features and structure can vary as often as an Earthling or Scion. As Namekians age, their skin begins to wrinkle, and the pink patches on their skin begin to change hue to orange. Despite being a gender, all Namekians have builds that would correlate with males in species such as Earthlings. Mutants. Birthing an egg is an ability used by the Dragon Clan to spit out eggs containing their children from their mouths. It is the Namekian's asexual reproduction, and is also used by the pure evil King Piccolo. King Piccolo's version that creates mutated Namekians is called Pokepen. His technique is most likely a corrupt version of the Namekian asexual reproduction, as his sons are technically Namekians rather than demons, as they were originally believed to be. He can choose the appearance of his son, as shown when he deemed it only fitting that the son gathering the dragon balls for him would resemble a dragon, after which he spawned Symbol in the Sakin appearance. It is said that the evil spirit of King Piccolo warped them into horrible mutants. These creatures are technically the first Namekians to appear, making their first appearance in the chapter The Death of Kuririn and the episode Enter King Piccolo. All of the named mutated Namekians have names based on musical instruments, just like Piccolo. Anybody killed by these Namekians spend eternity in a state of limbo rather than being sent to the typical places in the afterlife. Abilities. Physical abilities. Namekians are beings possess a natural resilience and strange biology. It isn't known if they are naturally stronger than Earthlings while untrained, but those who do train to become warriors have physical strength that does exceed most Earthlings. Depending on their level of training, they have shown the ability to easily keep up with Scions at early developmental stages in their lives, as the elderly Piccolo Daimyo and the young Piccolo Jr. were able to match the child and teenage Goku with ease. Furthermore, Namekians have a biological ability that allows them to manipulate their arms, stretching them beyond normal limits, to attack an opponent from a distance. Piccolo has shown the ability to control a severed limb, similar to a genie. They can also gigantify themselves, another technique available due to their unique bodily composition. They can also assimilate other Namekians, though the process must be willing on both parties. Notably, Namekians do not feel cold as easily as Earthlings. Healing. Namekians have a form of healing that is unique among biological species, the ability to mend their wounds through regeneration. Namekians are the only species shown to possess this form of healing naturally, and by Piccolo's own admission, can recover from any wound so long as their head remains intact. Despite this boon, it is not without its limitations. A Namekian who regenerates places stress on their body, and when the limb is regenerated, their combat power drops, and stays there. In other universes. In the 6th universe, Namekians formerly existed, which appeared more muted in coloration than the race in the 7th universe. As with the Namekians of the 7th universe, the 6th universe Namekians possess Dragon Balls. Upon the 6th universe team being eliminated from the Tournament of Power, the race was annihilated when the 2 Zeno erased their universe. If you want to support me, check out my Patreon at https://www.patreon.com/Kaioshin. I tend to polls that decide important plot stuff in my P at Trian. Many thanks to my awesome patrons. Ben Phillips.
If you like this content, Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you later, bye bye.